So a bit of an in-depth look at my setup. This is my MP50. Here are its software options, pretty much all of them that can possibly be added to it. 8 waves is the most important one. H10 for intensive care. This is the ventilator screen, so this is set up for this window will show VuLink data. We can put Massimo set there for now, but usually that will show data from the V60 ventilator there. Our input modules on the side here. IntelliBridge is not set up because I have not managed to find any EC5 modules that actually are for any of the devices that I want to use. They have a temp, this is skin temp, ventilator, VuLink, and VuLink Aux Plus for Massimo set, which communicates with the Reticle 7 right here. And the Reticle 7 is my SpO2 source. It's Massimo Rainbow. The X2. This is 3 waves, and I usually show different waves than what's on the MP50 because I can get 3 more waves out of it. And the inputs on the side, we've got fast SpO2, ECG resp, NBP, temp, and then behind it I have a M3015A CO2 extension module with microstream CO2, another press input, and a temp input. That would be the CO6 option. And looking at it's mounted, the whole setup is mounted on this arm that I built for it. So the arm goes in and out. It's height adjustable with this knob here if I want to move this up and down, although this is usually the height that it sits at most of the time. Angle adjustable here, and that's where the swivel comes from there. Head around to the back side. We have custom cable clamps that I machined out of steel to hold the cable, and then the MSL cable to the X2 is just zip tied. There's your back of the MP50, so LAN, MSL, power. Here's the VuLink cable for the Reticle 7, power for the Reticle 7, the ventilator, the V60, and the oxygen concentrator. The oxygen concentrator has a tube that goes up to this manifold down here, and it has 5 valves on it, and I have 5 different oxygen things there. I have a non-rebreather oxygen mask, a standard oxygen mask, a standard nasal cannula, another standard nasal cannula, and a CO2, microstream CO2 nasal cannula. As I mentioned, the V60, I'll turn that on in another video, as standby isn't working at the moment, so I have to actually be connected to it in order for it to not be making a bunch of noise. Go back around to the front side. Got ECG, so these hooks are also custom made. I made a jig to bend these out of aluminum. Everything got a white spray paint job, which is why it's kind of crappy, falling apart. But my 2 temp sensors, so rectal and skin temp, NBP, and I have a thigh cuff, the Massimo Rainbow sensor here, and the 10 lead trunk cable with the chest leads and the standard leads. And usually I just keep usually the chest leads are not here because I don't do 12 lead or 10 lead very often. Monitor has custom profiles in it. I'm a very big fan of custom screens and things that I can do with the support tool, so I have quite a few custom screens. Everything from 5 lead normal down there, all of that is custom. I made all of those completely custom. So we can take a look at this one. which is a, I have SD map at the bottom there if I want it. And that's 5 waves. All numerics is another custom. Trying not to show my face. All numerics, which is another custom screen, so it's no waves, just numerics. I just showed you SD map. Let's take a look at. I also have ventilator B, which does not have the window at the bottom there. The waves go all the way down, and then I have the ventilator measurements down here, which you can't see right now because I don't have the vent turned on. This is the arm that holds the ventilator circuit. That is just an angle poised lamp that I took the lamp off and drilled a hole in the mount there, and welded a nut onto there, and works pretty good. This whole mounting system is made to come off the bed, so that if I have guests or something, then I don't have to have this here. It's held to the bed with lighting clamps from my background in the entertainment industry. So yeah, and they're pretty robust and pretty adjustable. That's how I originally designed this thing. Was the whole point was to have it so that it could easily come off the bed. The X2 is in a machined aluminum assembly. I own a machine shop, so that I inherited, so it's fun to make things like this. So I made this mount for the totally over-engineered mount for the X2, and then I added this part up here so that we can mount the Radical 7. That's pretty much the whole setup. I'll have to show the ventilator at some point, and then I'll show some more custom stuff with the MP50, but there you go.